The first leg of the 1998 Interamerican Cup between DC United and Vasco da Gama was played in Washington, D.C. in front of over 26,000 fans at RFK Stadium. DC head coach Bruce Arena in his final home game honored his team. The game, a scoreless tie until the 69th minute when Vasco da Gama's Felipe, who's been anointed the next Brazilian superstar, scored on a remarkable 22-yard shot. DC held tough and had their chances. But on this night, DC United failed to capitalize. Vasco da Gama went on to win 1-0. Tonight, the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. Next. It is an absolutely perfect evening in South Florida for international soccer. And Lockhart Stadium, the venue for the second leg of the Interamerican Cup between Copa Libertadores champions Vasco da Gama and CONCACAF champions DC United. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Johnson and welcome to our coverage of the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. Indeed, soccer bragging rights in the Western Hemisphere are on the line. It is a two-legged competition. Vasco da Gama won the first leg 1-0. Aggregate goals will decide the winner, so Vasco has a one-goal edge, but my broadcast partner is Gordon Bradley, and even though Vasco da Gama has the one-goal edge, DC United with a lot of confidence based on their performance in that first match.
No question, Dave. I thought DC United had the edge in the first game. They had innumerable scoring chances, particularly in this late-game chance by our friend Marino.
Sí, sí, señores, de corazón, porque este año nos pertenece de nuevo ser campeón. Sí, sí, señores, soy de United. Sí, sí, señores, de corazón, porque este año nos pertenece de nuevo ser campeón. Sí, sí, señores, soy de United. Sí, sí, señores, de corazón, porque este año nos pertenece de nuevo ser campeón. Ole, 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 DC 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 campeón. Ole, 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 ole.
In front of Scott Garland tonight will be John Hart, Eddie Pope, Carlos Hermosa, and Jeff Akins. A midfield with Ben Olsen and Tony Sano on the flanks, Richie Williams and Marco Echeverri in the middle, Jaime Moreno and Roy Lassiter up front. The head coach in his final game as head coach of DC United, Bruce Arena, now the head coach of the United States national team. And Bruce Arena is passing the baton along to this gentleman, Thomas Ryan, Major League Soccer coach of the year in 1996, coming over from the New England Revolution. He is the new head coach just named this week of DC United. The man in the middle from Guatemala, Carlos Vargas. So we are set for the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. Again, we talked about the importance for DC United of keeping an eye on this individual, Felipe, who of course is such a factor. They call him maybe the next Roberto Carlos. In the first match between these two teams, he actually played at left back, but he could be in the left side in the midfield, and he could be getting forward more this evening, Gordon Bradley.
Dave, I think that situation could be very true. This player is an outstanding player, great left foot, likes to go down the left side of the field, gets his crosses in, and cuts in and can score goals, as we've seen previously.
Vasco da Gama will be in the road dark jerseys. DC United, excuse me, Vasco da Gama, actually the home team here, they will be in the dark jerseys. DC United in the white jerseys. Again, Vasco da Gama playing earlier this week. They've been on literally a world tour. They were in Tokyo, Japan for the World Club Championship. They lost that match to Real Madrid 2-1, a highly entertaining matchup. Disappointing, they gave up an own goal in the first half. Juninho equalized, but Raul of Real Madrid was able to secure the World Club Championship for Real Madrid.
Dave, this team has been on the road, let's say, since November the 14th. I'm sure they're dying to get back home, but this is a very important game for both teams, and I'm sure we're going to see a great game tonight.
at Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. That's Flavinho with the throw-in. And we have the first foul of the match. There'll be a free kick coming up for Vasco da Gama. Again, Copa Libertadores champions, they beat Barcelona of Ecuador. DC United defeating Toluca of Mexico to win the CONCACAF Champions Cup. Again, Vasco, they have the one-goal edge. This the second leg of the competition.
This is going to be an in-swinger with the right foot. The shot is
Somersault locks and right to Scott Garlick.
The good that Scott Garley's gotten quickly into the game, get the feel of the ball, get some confidence. Good distribution by Garlick, but there's we see the in-swinger, and watch Garlick, he goes down on his knees, collects that ball, no problem. It was a difficult ball really, but he made it look easy. Sign of a good goalkeeper.
And also trying to put the pressure on him back on Luisinho. A throw-in for DC United has been awarded. Marco Echeverri into space for Olsen. Intervening was Naza. Now stepping forward, John Hartz. Hartz trying to get the cross while the first corner kick of the evening.
We tell our players not to dribble out of defense, and there we saw Naza trying to dribble past two players, and as much he missed the situation, and Echeverri wins the corner kick. It's a left-footed kick. From that position, he looks as if he's going to drive it over. There it goes. It's driven into center.
Rookie Freddie Pope, Carlos Germano punches it. It stays alive for DC United, but we have a foul in the box and a free kick coming up for Vasco da Gama. As Tony Santa getting called for the foul.
Well, Tony knows it was a foul. No appeals by any of the DC United team, and that shows that it was a foul.
Look at Roy Lassiter, who also will be counted upon. DC United might want to take advantage of his speed tonight. And of course, Tony Santa for DC United having a terrific season. And some German clubs are showing some interest in Tony Santa. And DC United needs to win by one goal to force at least a tie. By two to win the entire competition.
Dave, as we know, Ben Olsen generally plays on the right side for DC United and Tony Santa on the left. Coach Bruce Arena tonight has decided to put Ben Olsen on the left and Tony Santa on the right.
Vasco da Gama to work it from the back. Playing from back to Luisinho. Into space, Scott Garlick has to come out as Naza was making the run.
The decision by Garlick, you know, he kind of been caught in no man's land, and he came straight out and said to Yomosa, leave it. Did just that, and the save was made.
Lassiter showing for the ball, marked by Mauro Galvon. Now Echeverri trying to create his magic. He was neutralized in the first game, and now we're going to get a foul on Luisinho. Luisinho, defensive midfielder, called for the foul and a free kick for DC United.
We should watch carefully this situation. Echeverri promised me that he's going to be on form tonight, so just watch him, and I'm sure he's going to be marked very tightly.
The consummate professional, Echeverri, trying to put it into the box. Trapping it, done. Vasco trying to get the counterattack going, but Carlos Shimosa has stepped up, but failed to hold on to the ball. The offside flag up, but DC United will play on. Moreno putting the pressure on, but helped by Juninho. Now Ogivan will work it to the right flank to Naza. Ogivan also getting worked by the Brazilian national team. And with Felipe. Jeff Agus winning the ball. Moreno challenged by Ogivan. And Olsen, a lot to deal with, and Juninho just takes it away.
Seems that he's a little bit angry. He's got noise from the crowd, but he kicked it away out of bounds, and that's fine. Clear his lines.
There was no question. No one was going further on the flank. Juninho stopped it right there, but it'll be a throw-in for DC United. We have two balls in the field, so obviously that will have to be corrected.
Jaime Moreno and Ben Olsen is looking to receive this ball. Jaime's so far away. Comes in now.
Echeverri searching for an option. That option has been Olsen, but Naza steps up. And Echeverri is going to be called for the foul and a free kick for Vasco da Gama.
Very little movement by the DC players who were there. I think Echeverri saying to Ben Olsen, you've got to get free so I can give you the ball and then return it to me, and he'll take care of the rest of the business.
Free kick for Vasco. We look at Ogivan again. He actually played in Washington with the Brazilian national team when they played Ecuador in a 5-1 meeting back in October. So Ogivan, another bright future star for the Brazilian national team. Now Juninho. Juninho trying to get it to Naza on the flank. And Jeff Agus intervenes. Agus now. Counter-attack. But Ojivan shielding Jaime Moreno from the ball. He wasn't beaten often in the first meeting between these teams, and not beaten on that occasion. But now Lassiter pouncing on it. Philippi looking forward to Luis Al. He's a striker that plays up front and looks to poach those goals. Luis Al, number 9, 24 goals in 52 games for Vasco da Gama.
Both teams seem to be playing a system 4-4-2. Well, if I was given against Michael Edgeberry, I'm wondering what for.
No, it would be a throw-in, a confusion over the throw-in. And Vasco da Gama with the possession. Philippi on the left flank. Echeverry comes in cleanly, swipes it away. Echeverry sandwiched.
Yellow card for
A yellow card is going to come up on Rizal. Echeverry cleanly winning the ball from Philippi. And now DC United. Moreno.
Yellow card
Watch by
given
Naza.
to number 9, Roy Lassiter. Correction. Number 9 was
what we see there, that Roy Lassiter didn't get a hold of the ball, lost time, lost space, lost the ball.
Vasco da Gama now with the possession. This is Juninho. They try to work the right side. Donizet has come back. Donizet drifts over that right side with his forward position. Yamosa playing it back, dangerous ball back. A very dangerous ball, but he's played back to the keeper, Scott Garlick. He just cleared that ball away.
Garlick had another good decision to quickly come out and clear that ball. It looked like it was a dangerous ball, but he made it simple.
Rizal was sliding in, trying to pinch a goal. Now Naza again from that right side. Ben Olsen and Naza battling, and Naza's at the top of the ball. The foul given to Ben Olsen. So a free kick in a very dangerous position for Vasco da Gama.
Juninho looks as if he's going to take this kick. Defenders going up front. You see, if they've got height, get it in the middle.
Juninho standing over the ball. We look at the DC United bench, eager to try to pull the upset here against Vasco da Gama.
Question why he should be looking to see if he can put that ball close.
Juninho. Service to the box, ricochet. Scott Garlick is able to control.
Somewhat unusual there, David saw Scott Garlick, the goalkeeper, kick the ball all the way downfield, and there wasn't a DC player in the opposite half of the field. I think he's getting indicated now by one of the players. Echeverry, hold the ball until we can get downfield, then service.
Second leg of the Interamerican Cup. On the back, Wagner playing it to Ruizinho. Vasco now tries to work it out of the defensive third. Philippi. Forward to Donizet. That is stepped out by Eddie Cope. Out the back, Mauro Calvon to play it back to his keeper, Carlos Jamal, who has to clear it away because of the presence of Roy Lassiter of DC United.
Olsen's open on the left.
Jeff Vegas at the back. Instead, we'll put it to Carlos Shimosa with pressure from Donizet. The midfield DC United works it, but is Luizinho winning the ball for Vasco da Gama. Bowling coming up for DC United. We've seen the early intensity by DC United's Marco Echeverry. He, like most of the DC United players, unhappy they were unable to repeat with their third MLS Cup. So eager to up their standing tonight with a win over Vasco da Gama. Moreno in a tight battle. Echeverry, a flick for Parks, but Juninho intervenes. DC United with the throw-in. Parks will switch it.
That's a good ball over the inside of the field.
Tony Santa.
He's going one-on-one.
Moreno back to Santa. Santa knifing through from Ojivan. Will clear for Vasco da Gama.
Good play by Tony Santa.
But DC United working hard to maintain possession. Santa lets it go to Parks. And now they get into the playmaker Echeverry. That off Philippi, so it'll be a throw-in for DC United. Richie Williams. Sliding the ball for Lassiter. Lassiter coming through. Jamal save with help from Ojivan.
It was an opportunity.
Lassiter. We showed you he had a wonderful opportunity in the first meeting and another one here in the second meeting between these teams.
He had to shoot from an acute angle there, but it was there. The goal was there waiting for him.
Donizet running into position, but DC United winning the ball. Tony Santa now will search the right flank. Just 11 minutes into this match. John Harkes trying to get through the midfield. And now instead Vasco da Gama. Jeff Agus quickly sends it upfield.
Whether the coach has made this change, I'm not quite sure. But we've got Jeff Agus, Yamosa, and Eddie Pope as a three-man backline. And John Harkes is coming to the middle of the field.
Richie Williams looking for Moreno. But good defense by Ronald Gabon. A forward for Vasco da Gama. Luizinho playing for Donizet. He is fouled by Richie Williams. And a free kick. Donizet. Challenged by Richie Williams. So a free kick for Vasco da Gama. Juninho take the free kick. Coming in Yamosa to keep it away from Luis Allen. Luizinho to Naza. Naza stepping over the ball, giving Olsen a second chance. Ben Olsen the defender. And Philippi has come over to the right side. Heading on the moves, but DC United close to the defender.
We've seen Philippi penetrating down the left-hand side, and now he's kind of in the right side channel, and he's appealing to one of his players to get wide over on the left side so he can feed him the ball.
Williams trying to win the ball away from Philippi. Now Donizet to Luis Allen. We're going to have a handball against Vasco da Gama. Good call. So a free kick. Marco Echeverri. Harkes. And DC United will control it from the back.
What the Vasco da Gama team is doing is letting DC United have their own half, and they're falling back into their own half to get the rest and just wait for them coming forward.
Again, Vasco da Gama does have to go away. Soccer ball.
And we did know this also, Dave, that when they took the lead 1-0 at RFK, they became very, very strong in counter-attack. So that's the position that we're in at the moment.
Lassiter using his speed to elude Ojivan. Now Moreno. Vasco with defensive pressure too much. Yamosa keeping it away from Donizet. Agus. Jeff Agus cleaning things up. Now Richie Williams. As always spirited. Al Galbono intervenes to prevent the ball from reaching Goy Lassiter. John Harkes is pushed forward. Moreno poked away by Ojivan. Lassiter lifting it. But Naza will spank it away. Vasco da Gama.
Lassiter tried to put that ball over the far side where Ben Olsen was waiting for it, but it just never reached there. Passing's just a little bit off at the beginning of this game for DC United.
Challenge at the back for Lila. Whistle and foul.
Never knew if he fouled it, it's a nasty foul.
Marco Echeverri hard and he's up.
That was a deliberate kick, and we see it here on camera. That's very, like, it just took a
Yellow card given to DC United number 10, Marco Echeverri.
Some not going to be on the yellow card, because that was a deliberate kick. Could have been a red card. There we see Marco Echeverri.
Philippi. Flying away though, Tony Santa.
Good shot by Ben, but he's about 45 yards out. So maybe it was a hopeful shot, but He took it. It was a good shot just wide of the right post.
Carlos Giamato. 43 games he's played this year, this keeper. 36 goals he's conceded. Again, he was a reserve at the World Cup for the Brazilian national team. And Lizette trying to get free forward, but Jeff Agus. Marks will put it over to the right side. Moreno trailing for the ball, challenged by Wagner. And while the free kick, the foul against Wagner.
Then Wagner had to foul in there because Moreno was off and running, and when he gets that ball down that right flank and he had space to come inside, that was a dangerous situation until the defender said, I get the ball away.
He did, but he's given a free kick. As always, an excellent scoring chance with Marco Echeverry over the ball. Echeverry instead puts it to Agus. Agus! It'll be a goal kick to Vasco da Gama, but Agus scored on a play like that in the Major League Soccer regular season in the game against Kansas City.
It's a bet he must have remembered that because he put that square ball all the way to Agus, and he creamed that ball, just went wide. Good play. There you see it again. Actually wide and high.
In fact, there was certainly a candidate for goal this season as Jeff Agus hit a lazy on the left side off a free kick by Marco Echeverry in DC United's regular season. But not to be on that occasion, we remain scoreless. Dave Johnson, Gordon back in from Lockhart Stadium. Second leg of the Interamerican Cup. DC United in the white jerseys. Vasco da Gama in the dark jerseys. Vasco da Gama, a one-goal edge. Again, aggregate goals determines the winner of this competition. So Vasco da Gama effectively is up by 1 goal. Donizet, with Yamosa denying him. Yamosa will put back to his keeper, Scott Garrett. Oh, his last start was actually the last regular season game. As Tom Precious took over, in fact, was keeping the first leg. The other keeper, Carlos Giamato.
He's been very clean at the beginning of the game, although we only seen 70 minutes of play. The one thing I was expecting today, that DC United would put on a lot of pressure at the beginning of the game and try and say, get the goal, and then that's everything is even. It hasn't. Time is ticking by, as long as the time is ticking by, the opposition is satisfied with that. DC's got to put the pressure on because obviously they want to get it down.
1 goal down to Vasco da Gama. And now Fabinho. Rizal showing for the ball from his forward position.
Outside is open.
That's where Nazar is. He gets the ball to Rizal. Nazar dancing on the ball. Instead, back to Rizal. Donizet controlling it, but Yamosa is on him. Donizet is up. Rizal was eager to get on that, but too eager.
Donizet was very good there, fending off the defender and just rolling that ball back. But at the end of the day, it was an offside.
Echeverry with a precision pass. The intervening the veteran, 36-year-old Mauro Galvão, who played for the Brazilian national team in the Italia World Cup '90. Wagner puts it back to Oshie. Precision pass for him down the right flank.
There's a bit of break there.
Now Wagner. Denying the flank. Pressure by Rizal. DC United working out Vasco da Gama pressure. As we approach the 20-minute mark. Richie Williams.
That's my last over Richie Williams. Left side is somewhat open.
Vegas. Thousand stepping up.
Is this play on? Doesn't get the foul. Echeverry is in charge here.
Echeverry outside of the boot, looking for Yamosa. He was making the run. It was the right option. But Vasco da Gama also had it red. Now at midfield. There'll be a free kick for Vasco da Gama.
A lot of niggly fouls. It's not accepted. Just get on with the game.
Offside. Offside flag is up. Midfield. Offside. As Eddie Pope had things controlled for DC United. A free kick.
This is a whole play. Really, no question. It was a good ball to Donizet, but Donizet started his run too early. Then he could put him in offside position.
Ben Olsen. Olsen to Jeff Higgins. Higgins decided to switch it. Tony Senna is marked by Flavino. He did not volley it in, but he's able to keep it alive while DC on the throw it.
Great ball by Jeff Higgins, a diagonal ball all the way past the fullback to DC United player.
Eddie Pope with the move. Now Tony Senna denied, but another throw in. Flavino on the flank, able to deny the cross.
Good ball, nobody marking.
Eddie Pope able to sneak in, but Vasco da Gama able to recover. The challenge, free kick, results in a free kick. Coming up for DC. Vasco da Gama. So often when you talk about Brazilian team, we look at Antonio Lopez. You talk about the offense, but this is a very organized defensive team. This Vasco da Gama. In the first place against this team. And even against Real Madrid, it was an own goal that was the first goal for Real Madrid. And he scored the second goal in the 83rd minute of that World Club Championship earlier this week in Tokyo. And of course, Real Madrid, they are the world champions now, the top side in the world. And Vasco da Gama made it very hard for all those stars to score. United will have a throw-in. There again on the white jerseys. You look at Marco Echeverri. He's been loaned to a club in Ecuador, Emelec of Ecuador. In fact, he's only played 2 games, both victories for that club in Ecuador.
I understand they want him to play tomorrow. Get back over to Ecuador. They want to play tomorrow. I don't know whether he can do that, but he also played on Wednesday. So it's Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday. That's 3 games in about 5 days. That's good to do.
Marco Echeverri is so focused on this game with DC United.
He wants to win this so much.
But you know, Vasco da Gama does not have a chance to deal without this job. He has the ability to win in his game. No shame not beating Real Madrid. Madrid a great side, but give you an idea of the passion in Brazil. Opposing team Flamengo is chiding Vasco da Gama in full-page ads in Rio de Janeiro newspapers. So Vasco da Gama definitely does not want to come home without at least the Interamerican trophy.
These Rio teams can do that.
Rivalries almost unsurpassed in the world in Brazilian soccer. Donizet, kind of spins it in here. Yamosa went and scored it back to Scott Garland.
Good ball by Donizet there. Very clever in this handball kind of situation.
And Luizao just takes the ball forward there for himself. We saw Diego Maradona do it once. They thought he'd sneak in with the hand of God, but no religion on that occasion. Flavino, Luizao, who's become more active, going all over the field, but short of the ball. Striker for Vasco da Gama.
Vasco da Gama is throwing this ball around very, very nicely now.
Good play by Donizet. He created the space. Donizet. After creating a denied. Penalty was laughing. Again, that's a battle for sport. A little bit closer than the first game. So number 6, Lillaby, the goal scorer in this first game of the team.
No question about it. You can see him on TV there. He's got a dynamic left foot, not only from about 35 yards out. That could have gone in. Dangerous play.
21 years old, they're calling him maybe the next Roberto Carlos. The good company he'll be compared with. In fact, Roberto Carlos playing for Real Madrid. In the World Cup Championship.
Throw in white.
They throw in for DC United. Lucas Hauser, steady. On the right side for Vasco da Gama. Now Vasco da Gama trying to quickly counterattack. Gets the strides going. Trying to work for Donizet. Couldn't quite work it. Now John Hawks and DC United.
Appealing for a foul there because one play was held, and I think it was Philippi. But the referee says, play on, play on.
Philippi wanted the foul, did not get it.
Williams trying to organize it, and he's put the ball down with Moreno. It's on his left foot.
Now Ben Olsen.
Vegas steps up from his defensive position.
Creates the space. The shot.
It's a good play. It's including the whole field, and that's about it. Lakers to Hart. And Hart's let a left footer go over the top. The top guy puts it in. He puts the defender out of the game. And he hits that one high and wide.
Lockhart Stadium, the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. Dave Johnson and Gordon Bradley with you as Vasco da Gama has a one-goal edge in this two-legged competition with DC United. Vasco da Gama in the black jerseys, DC United in the white. We're just about 26 minutes into the first half of this match as Marco Echeverry and DC United need to win by at least one goal to force extra time. They need to win by 2 to win it all. So Vasco da Gama very much in control. Donizet making a run on the ball by Juninho, but it'll be Scott Garlick who comes up with it.
It's apparent, Dave, that the Vasco are allowing DC United to play in their own half, and then they covered tightly when they entered the Vasco half. And then Vasco give quick balls on breakaways, and they're very, very dangerous on breakaways like they showed in the last 20 minutes in Washington in that first game.
The first game back in mid-November. For what a crowd, 26,000 stadium in Washington, D.C. Pelopi is fouled on that left flank. He almost still split the two defenders.
Ladies and gentlemen, the United States women's soccer touches down Lockhart Stadium.
The
U.S. women's national team take on Portugal on Saturday, January the 30th, 1999 at 3:30 p.m. Tickets are on sale today in the box office.
meeting for
Tickets are also available at Great Savings. For more information, go to the north or south side of the stadium.
Sliding the ball to Juninho. The attack continues. Luizão, and poking it away from behind is Tony Sena to concede the corner kick.
Tony Sena had to run about 50 yards to get to that ball. He saw what was going to happen. He just kicked the ball out of play for the corner kick. Good defensive play by Tony Sena.
Juninho will take the corner kick for Vasco da Gama.
Right-footed kick, bending in to the near post.
Off the thigh of Tony Sena, and now a throw-in for Vasco da Gama.
Another good corner kick there. We see.
I'd like to remind you that we always are great for fundraisers, employee incentives, getting a group of friends together. For more information on how you can bring a group to a fusion game, stop down the sales booth located at the north and south side of the stadium.
Luizão
Or call 1-888-FUSION-4
to collect the DC United keeper.
Comfortable save there by Scott Garlick. It all builds up a little bit confidence. He hasn't played for quite some time for DC United, but he started this game not making any mistakes whatsoever.
Difficult ball for Carlos Shimosa. He has to head it back as Luizão again was up front for Vasco da Gama.
But because Shimosa is looking for that ball in the air, he's got to have help by Scott Garlick, and Scott Garlick's got to say clear it or head it back or whatever. We've got to tell him what to do.
Has to be that communication. Marco Echeverry, with no one on the flank. Tony Sena with the dummy to let the ball get to Echeverry.
Ben Olsen was looking to get on the flank, but that ball was a little bit overplayed by Echeverry, but nevertheless it was a good build-up. And we see Bruce Arena how much he would like to see DC United win this game.
Now the head coach of the U.S. national team. Already coached one match here against Australia. Sena challenged on the flank. Donizet and Flavinho. Flavinho is able to win the ball.
Tony Sena tried to take two players on there and it just wasn't on. As a result, there's a counter-attack coming on.
Philippi. Oh, good ball. Flavinho was offside. Vasco da Gama, they are protesting this, buddy.
That was an open left side. And let's see if we can see it on TV if he was offside. There's the through ball coming. He's looking up, sends it.
Just looks like he's offside. Yeah. Good call, as often they are. As much as fans and players whistle, more often than not, when you go back to the replay closely, you realize the referees have made the proper decisions. Well, you may not convince the coaches and players of that, or the fans.
Echeverry on the ball.
Echeverry. Lassiter stumbled just a bit. Has got his footing caught. Mauro Galvão, 36 years old, but marking him. And tight marking and Lasseranci stumbling for DC United. 30 minutes in, Echeverry on the ball. The backfield for Ben Olsen. Olsen getting around Juninho. Olsen, the challenge at the edge of the box. Play on. He called it a foul, but the referee keeping it quiet. Now, Vasco da Gama, chance to counterattack. Pellegrini, the second goal is a Pellegrini.
You've got to enjoy this player.
Pellegrini steering through. A soft touch to Donizek. Trying to play the diagonal ball, that ricochets off Jeff Higgins for a corner kick.
There's no question, Dave, that Pellegrini knows exactly what to do before the ball gets him.
Pellegrini is really putting on a show as he did in the first meeting. Again, 21 years old, and he will handle the corner kick.
That just looks up to see what he should do with the corner kick. Left foot, in swinging.
Going near post. Now, the result, Vasco da Gama looking for.
Scott Garlick and Echeverry talking to each other. I wasn't quite sure what was that about. Whether that player that headed the ball wide was unmarked, I don't know, but I hope they get it straightened out.
Mauro Galvão has come up from his defensive position. He was the player at the near post that headed the ball. He was a defender for the Brazilian team back in Italia 90.
No, Dave, there's no question that the Brazilians, everybody expects them to win the World Cup every time he's played, but even the defenders are very good at dribbling, and that's kind of a rarity, but whichever way it comes to them, they can control it, they can pass it, they can dribble.
DC United now. John Hartz. Good ball with Ben Olsen. Olsen here on the left flank. Trying to go 1v1 with Naza. Olsen mustering Naza. Ojibwa is clear, but it'll be a forward coming up. For Antonio Lopez, after the first match, Antonio Lopez, the technical director of Vasco da Gama, said he was very impressed with Ben Olsen. He was one of the players that he mentioned, because Ben Olsen only a rookie in Major League Soccer, and on the ball now for DC United. He will serve it, looking for Lassiter. Galvão heads it away. Arnold Galvão. Moreno.
Good protection of the ball by Moreno. And Echeverry and Vegas.
What a touch by Echeverry. Vegas. So Tony Santa with the goal at 33 minutes, and this series, this Interamerican Cup, is now even at a goal apiece.
Just a beautiful goal, a beautiful build-up, and Tony Santa comes in at the far post and just side-foots that ball past the goalkeeper. 1-0 DC United.
And 1-1 overall in the competition.
There we see that's what we've got. We've got the our technical director, Lopez, just kind of putting his hands out and saying, what happened there? Well, what happened was a beautiful play by DC United that led to a goal by Tony Santa.
Moreno now. So this series is now even. DC United getting the goal.
And there's a rarity, Dave, that Jeff Akers followed that back pass to the goalkeeper and ran it all the way, a 50-yard run to hopefully say that goalkeeper wasn't making a good clearance. And there we see the coach of Vasco da Gama. Not a very happy man at the moment. The goal by DC United wasn't just the finishing pass. That was the finishing pass of a great build-up for them. Look out here.
Luizão is coming through. But DC United's Jeff Akers.
Continue to say that Vasco da Gama are very, very dangerous on the counter-attack.
Santa. Fabinho intercepts for Vasco da Gama. So again, it's now 1-0, and if it stays this way, again, DC United leads 1-0 in this game. Vasco da Gama scoring a goal in the first game. If it stays this way, we would go to golden goal extra time. Well played into space, but Roy Lasser unable to make the run.
Well, Ben Olsen's looking at Ben Olsen. He's saying, "You'll give it to my feet," and Ben says, "Well, I was going to put the through ball inside the full back for you to run onto, but they just didn't organise that quite the way they wanted to."
Mazza. Echeverry and DC United hungry now. Echeverry flicking it ahead to Moreno. Flicking it over two players, and now Echeverry coming through. Oh, Echeverry and Lassiter. Would have gotten to that. We could have had DC United up by 2 goals.
Moreno and Echeverry played 1-2 very, very well, and when everybody thought that Echeverry was going to take a shot, he just clipped it over to the far post. But the goal didn't result. But a good play from DC United.
Moreno. DC United in the white jerseys. Vasco da Gama in the dark. Ogivan. Piercing it ahead to Luis Alves. He is fouled by Harks, a free kick.
Good use of the body by John Harks. He knew that he couldn't turn it so quickly, so he just kind of opened himself out, and the player ran into him for a foul. What he called drew the foul.
Look at the number of fouls in this match, 18 so far, 11 for DC United. Agus denying the right side. Bruce Arena would like to get one final trophy for DC United.
He's got to be happy with that goal.
And in a rare situation, be on a two-game losing streak. That's the case for Bruce Arena, with, of course, the MLS Cup in the first leg of this competition. Donizet is appealing for the foul, and he has won his appeal. And now Donizet is getting into a John Harks.
Well, the best thing that John could do is walk away from it, otherwise a card will result. Tell you what the referee is trying to do, clear the area, clear the area.
But now a free kick for Vasco da Gama.
Well, here we see the replay trying to dribble through 2 or 3 DC players, and there's the foul there. And you know he makes a meal out of it, he throws himself down.
Well, Ben Olsen getting called for the foul, and afterward, Donizet and John Harks were jawing at one another.
And Echeverry is really saying to the referee, you knew that that wasn't a foul, he just took a dive.
Actually, it looked like the ball got a little bit ahead of Donizet, and he was touched by Ben Olsen, so then he decided that he was going to help the call process.
Exactly, they kind of draw the foul, then it's up to the referee to decide, let the play go over quickly, and then decide whether to blow the whistle or not for a foul.
But an amazing spot for a free kick.
Well,
Balepi is to the right, Juninho standing over the ball, and Mazza to the left.
I've seen this one before, I do believe, I think this ball's going to go through Balepi's feet. We just watch it.
Mazza is setting up the ball.
Juninho's on the kick, I do believe.
Now, of course, the customary appeal for 10 yards.
Luzinho's going to get this ball. Just let's watch it a little.
Carlos Batres, the referee, would like to get this free kick completed before the end of the first half, which is about 6 minutes away.
It has to get 10 yards away from the ball.
Whistle blown. Juninho! Balepi set it up for Juninho.
Juninho tried to bend it round the wall and put it into the left side of the goal, but it wasn't to be. It took a long time to set up the ball. There you go. He tried to bend that ball into that near post. It just wasn't on. You're not going to say that 6 players like the Brazilians can't do this. They certainly can. But in that particular case, it was wide.
Number of shots even. This competition now tied. Vasco da Gama with a goal in the first leg. DC United with now a goal here in the return leg. Jeff Agus.
Well, the goal has certainly built confidence up with DC United. We just talked about it as every minute ticked off the clock. It's going to be more difficult for DC United. But that, not only a goal, but a wonderful goal, has put them right back into the series.
Tony Santa with the goal for DC United.
Maybe there's a reason, Dave, for Tony Santa going on the right and Ben Olsen on the left, which is kind of different. It's paid off there.
Ogivan from the back. Vasco da Gama. Donizet showing for the ball, but he has to deal with Carlos Llamosa. Donizet. Llamosa. A perfectly timed tackle.
If you thought it was perfect, it was, Dave. A perfectly timed tackle on Donizet.
Now a long ball by Egas looking for Lassiter. But Carlos Llamosa, a keeper, is there for Vasco da Gama.
And last acknowledging the pass from Egas, feels good about it and said, next time, it's on.
Egas clearing away a throw-in for Vasco da Gama. We're at Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. A large, resilient population here in South Florida, and a lot of Vasco da Gama fans showing up tonight, but also a lot of fans of other Brazilian teams that show up actually for DC United against Vasco da Gama, such as the nature,
Such as life in Brazil among the soccer teams.
so even though they're maybe Brazilian fans, if they don't support Vasco, chances are they're supporting DC United tonight. Finally, we're going to have Vasco da Gama with the throw-in. Donizet is fouled from behind by Llamosa, and Donizet and Llamosa, and this will be a free kick. Well, they let it go, and Carlos Batzos, the referee, is going to bring this one back.
If he's got to give a card, he's got to give 4, so he's decided not to give any.
Felipe on the ball. Luizinho puts the ball in play with. Showing for it, wide open, Naza. Naza streaking through to the 6. Shooting on the shot, it's blocked. Nalbone coming up, kneeling to the foul, and not hit it.
Good block shot by Llamosa. Now it's a counter-attack.
Moreno streaking, Ojivan with the right leg.
Normally, he would push that ball past the defender and just run for it. Now it's over to Echeverry on the left side.
Santa with a brilliant ball to Echeverry. Echeverry dancing on the ball to the 6. Jamel able to punch it away. Now Moreno. Lassiter trying to sidewind it. The pressure continues. Then Olsen. But Fabinho will clean things up for Vasco da Gama. But only for the moment.
Good attacking play there by DC United. Echeverry saved that ball for going for a goal kick. Placed the ball in the middle. Sana just missed that ball, Dave. Otherwise, that would have been number 2 for Sana and number 2 for DC United.
Egas. Going it back to Llamosa. DC United. As the half window close. Looks to go ahead in this competition. Parks. Moreno's playing out wide right now. Williams putting it back in the middle. But now Vasco da Gama. Trying to sprint Donizet. Luizao is appealing for the foul. But coming out at halftime, we'll have a look back at DC United's history so far. Also look back at the Major League Soccer Eastern Conference champion, of course, also highlights and stats of the first half. Scott Garlick in goal tonight for DC United. Again, he's one of the reasons why they're here in this competition. They won the CONCACAF Champions Cup, and he was in goal. A 1-0 shutout of Toluca to win it back in August at RFK Stadium in Washington, D.C. And Carlos Batzos, the Guatemalan referee, is giving Juninho an earful. Not happy with that foul. A free kick for Marco Echeverry.
Not only that, Dave, I think Juninho tried to stamp on the opponent, and I think that's what the referee's having work to say. Cut that out.
Words to that effect. 34th minute goal by Tony Sala. Breathe even more life than what has been a very entertaining competition over the first leg and first half of the second leg. Look at Luizao. He is a goal scorer, hungry for a goal. Vasco in the first leg. Eddie Pope working hard to win the ball. But a throw in for Vasco da Gama. But they will not have to throw it as 45 minutes have kicked off here at Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Bruce Arena and DC United are right in this competition. Coming back in just a moment. We are in Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Dave Johnson and Gordon Bradley with you tonight for the second leg of the Interamerican Cup at Lockhart Stadium, which has been a wonderful soccer venue in the United States now for over 20 years. And of course, the original home of the old Fort Lauderdale Strikers of the North American Soccer League. And except for the second half, and DC United, of course, almost in a similar position to Vasco da Gama. There's some disappointment for DC United that they did not win Major League Soccer Cup, even though they, of course, won it the first 2 years. So Marco Etcheverry and a lot of the players really focused. They're used to winning trophies, and they want to win one tonight.
Exactly, Dave. And, you know, if you come in second, nobody knows that in 10 years' time. They need to be a winner. So they, although they've been in the first 3 championship games and played wonderfully, they failed to beat Chicago Fire in that last game. And, of course, they now have something to prove. And they're trying to prove it tonight by winning this tournament.
Of course, this is the final game for Bruce Arena in charge of DC United and his wonderful run as head coach of DC United. And it's interesting that we sit here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we think back to the first season when DC United 1.1-7. Hard to believe that they would turn it around and be playing in international competition for a major title, but that is the nature of Bruce Arena. He's had success wherever he's been, and so probably not a surprise if you know the commitment and quality that always surrounds Bruce Arena. Tony Santa coming out, the goal scorers, getting set for the second half of play. Vasco da Gama, it'd be interesting to be in that locker room at halftime with Antonio Lopez to hear some of his comments, because he's very active even during the game. But Tony Santa, the goal scorer of the first half, and he finds a way of scoring goals in big games.
You know, Dave, he really does. And Bruce Arena today is an example. Puts Olsen on the left, Santa on the right, when generally it's the other way around. And then we see Santa putting the ball in for the only goal of the game, such an important goal, at the far side coming in from the right. So I've never used the word fantastic, but for Bruce, the number of titles he's won, not only with DC United, but with the NCAA and University of Virginia, you've got to really credit him and somewhat be astonished by his success.
There's Vela Baby, of course, who did not score in the first half like he did in the first leg when he scored in the second half, but his individual brilliance, you see why he's touted as a next Brazilian superstar. He is really coming onto the scene at the age of 21.
I always tell my team, Dave, that you've got to know what to do with the ball before it comes to you. And this player, Felipe, is no question, he's able to do that. And that's why he creates time and space for himself and has that time to pass the ball, collect the ball, dribble the ball, whatever.
Marco Etcheverry getting a bite into this game as well, because he always focused and the consummate professional. Again, to give you an idea of his week, he's playing right now with the club side on loan, Emelec of Ecuador, and of course had a busy week but focused on this game. And Jeff Agus involved in the goal. It was his ball to Tony Santa.
Well, you know, a fullback has got the freedom to go forward if the opportunity is there, and the opportunity is decided by that fullback or by that player. He got the ball somewhat near the corner of the 18-yard box, hit it hard and low to the far side of the post, across the face of the goal, and we know Tony Santa ran in and side-footed that goal. Such a very, very important game. Let's see how we're going to do in the second half.
All right, it's even this competition and a goal apiece. And we notice one substitution has been made. We'll try to confirm who checked out of the game for Vasco da Gama, but we do know that Guilherme has come in. For 18, Guilherme, he is from Grêmio. He was signed by Vasco da Gama from Grêmio in September. He is a goal scorer. In fact, in a stretch last year, he had 9 goals in 10 games in the Brazilian Championship of '97.
Well, you wonder why he didn't start.
He has been a selection here for the second half for Antonio Lopez. Bailey on the ball and is fouled by Richie Williams. And Richie Williams, that kind of persistent player that will frustrate a player and give a foul when necessary. Guilherme is on the ball now. The back heel coming forward, Luizinho. We have another foul and a great chance here for Vasco da Gama to open the second half.
Eddie Post not happy about that because he was the one that was blown for the foul. The referee's got no problem in saying, hey, get out of the way, it's a foul. And all players congregating round because they don't want the Brazilian players to take a quick kick, and they really want to buy some time to get the DC United players back in their defensive position on this free kick.
We believe that Guilherme is checked in for Luizão, and Vitor is coming to the game. He has replaced Juninho. So a couple of moves made by Antonio Lopez, the technical director of Vasco da Gama. Vitor had been starting for this Vasco da Gama team, but they lost his place. He is back in. He's number 13 now, replacing Juninho. And again, it is Guilherme coming into the game for Vasco. Coming through Naza. His shot is handled.
That was a misunderstanding. That was not the intention of the free kick, and now the three of them are talking to each other. Well, I thought you should do this. Well, I was going to pass it between your legs, and they've got to get it right next time because that wasn't on at all.
Naza ended up trying to make something out of it, but Scott Garlick is able to make the save for DC United. There'll be a throw-in for Vasco da Gama. Into the second half here at Lockhart Stadium. This is the Major League Soccer home of the Miami Fusion. Played their first year in Major League Soccer. Vitor playing it up the right side. So again, Guilherme coming in for Luizão.
Somewhat ineffective in the first half, Dave.
Maybe why Antonio Lopez made the change. And Olsen trying to get around Fabinho. Fabinho is able to stop him, but he has to concede the throw-in.
It's not easy to get up and down the flanks like we just saw Ben Olsen do. He's up and down, up and down, up and down. Takes a player with a great deal of stamina to do that kind of work in that position.
Moreno trying to split through two defenders, but Wagner will clear it. But it goes to John Hartz. Now Richie Williams. You can hear the DC United players saying switch it, and that's exactly what he did. Jeff Agostow serving it in the box. Ricochet through. Ben Olsen now across the box. DC United trying to keep it alive. Vasco da Gama. A wave of DC United offense, but they were able to ride it. Now Felipe again. Star with such individual talent. Guilherme. Frees up the right side for Vitor. Too much spice on that one.
Well, you hear the cat calling and the whistling from the fans because we're unhappy with that type of passing by the Brazilian team.
That was good to a point until they played the ball to the flank, and that's what it resulted in the cat calls, not for the Vasco da Gama fans liking. Guilherme heading into the box, and Scott Garlick having to stuff it out as Donizet was streaking through for Vasco da Gama.
We've got to say that Scott Garlick is on his toes tonight.
He'll have to be. He's got time to make a good cross. Donizet was in position, but Jeff Agus prevented the ball from getting to Donizet. Donizet was just waiting. You could almost see him salivating to head that one down.
Well, it's great to have a fullback that can go forward, be dangerous on the attack, and play the defensive play that Jeff Agus does.
Number 4 to Wagner. Wagner. 40-yard run. Now Donizet. Guilherme is making the run to the box. Wagner also stepped up. Carlos Shimosa is able to sweep it away for DC United, and a throw-in, the result for Vasco da Gama.
Shimosa read that situation very clearly and gave the throw-in away.
Vitor on that right flank. He's just come in here in the second half. Now against Tony Santa, and now another set piece for Vasco da Gama.
Just outside the top of the corner, the 18-yard box.
Felipe will be on the ball.
See Felipe preparing this shot. He's a left-footed player, as we know. There's two players, Olsen and Sana. There's a 3-man wall now. There's a 2-man wall. Sana's come in because of his height.
Drills it in. Naza volleys it. Garlick the save.
It looked as if it was a pass back. It wasn't, though. That was a shot on goal. and whether it was a placement shot, thinking the ball might go to the right or left side of the goalkeeper. Scott Gallagher got an easy save there.
So Naza with the shot though. You look at Wagner getting called for the foul. A free kick for John Hartz at DC United. 50 minutes in to the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. John Hartz. Almost Germano will wait. Off the free kick. Naza ended up with a pretty good opportunity.
There we see the shot, it was blocked, and then it was kind of a side foot pass or a side foot shot with the goal to the goal, and Duncan had no problem in saving it. Comfortable.
The kick's got that on the half volley. It bounced. Now, Roy Lassiter. Trying to get it to right on the flank. Mauro Galvon is able to intercept. Vitor now on the right side. To Vasco. Donizet. Trying to get around Kalashimosa. Not an easy task. There's Donizet fouled out.
Good play by DC United.
Echeverry with a lot of room. Tony Santa. Santa. Lassiter fighting to get the ball back, but Vasco da Gama will clear.
It was an opportunity.
Now Marco Echeverry. Echeverry stopped by Wagner. Donizet. Can buy space and then draw a foul.
And he knew it.
So you can see the urgency in Vasco da Gama. Hoping to bring back things silverware. Now only a transfer one. They did not win the World Club Championship. And now they would like to be able to go back to Rio de Janeiro with this Interamerican Cup. As we've talked about many times in this broadcast, it would serve as a source of embarrassment the way that Brazilian soccer is followed with such passion.
Ball from Fox to Richie Williams and on to Eggers. It's crossing the halfway line now, looking to see what his next move is. Lassiter.
Wagner intervenes. And Lassiter and Wagner battle. And a free kick the result for DC United.
Well, you could say that Lassiter won a free kick.
Flies to more than 260 cities across the U.S., Canada, and Europe, Mexico, and
So
the
now in
Caribbean.
a dangerous position, DC United, again, they win by 2 goals. In regulation, they win it all. The Interamerican Cup.
4322.
Tony Santa. Richie Williams. Now Echeverry, marked by Vitor and foul. No foul. They play on. I thought Vitor caught him on the leg. DC United, though, still in possession. John Hartz. Olsen has to win the ball back, and DC United will play it to the back.
Good possession by DC United. Diagonal ball goes all the way over to Echeverry. Echeverry's indicated, give it to me on my foot. Give it to me on my foot. There you see Echeverry, you're feeling. I don't want it in the air, I want it at my feet.
I think you just read his lips. I think you covered the whole conversation without being on the field. Vitor from the back for Vasco da Gama.
Somewhat of an aimless kick there, just kind of flicked it up onto his left foot.
Like a handball. Yeah, handball on DC United. Now watch Vasco da Gama train yesterday. You can tell that this is a tired team coming from Tokyo, Japan this week. But a team that would have to quickly get refocused and re-energized after the disappointing loss to Real Madrid. Vasco da Gama, though, not finding the space. Luizinho. Donizet. Off the crossbar.
Ball that was lost in the middle of the field by DC United. You saw just what happened there. That ball comes all the way over, and it was raining against that crossbar. And a fantastic shot.
Donizet with a wonderful opportunity for Vasco da Gama.
And you know he's got such a powerful shot.
Mauro Galvon playing it back in for a shot to give DC the pressure on Vasco da Gama. They step it up here in the second half. And Hilleby and Richie Williams exchanging some elbows. So another example of the intensity of the match. Naza streaking forward. That is it, testing it down. That is it. Oh, save.
We've got to save it the game there, Dave. That was a cannonball.
Donizet has had two great chances for Vasco da Gama.
No question. This is the one before the one we've just seen. And that ball hit the crossbar and goes out. That would be the latest one. It goes up, watches, controlled by the chest. Drills it into... The goalkeeper had great positional play though. So you commend Agus. And you commend Garlic. And you commend the defenders for that particular play.
But the corner kick, Philippi ends up in Scott Garlic's hands. Again, as much as there is some momentum for DC United, if Vasco da Gama can get one goal, they win the competition. That's all they need. They just need to tie it because they had a goal already in the first match. So there's momentum for DC United by scoring a goal and pressure on Vasco da Gama, but pressure on DC United because they cannot concede a goal. And it'll be a throw. It
seemed to be, David, those last two shots that we saw came in from their right side, left to right. Two driven balls. Either one could have gone in the goal, but Garlic came up big.
Vitor on the throw-in. Ruizinho. Tony Santa pestering Vitor and winning the ball.
And overlapping on the left side.
All right, Moreno, as you mentioned, the overlap by Santa. Vasco da Gama does have numbers back. Mario Gamon is able to intervene.
So much work done, and then offside. So much work done, and then an errant pass breaks the play down for DC United.
So a free kick for DC United on the offside. We look at Mr. Batras of Guatemala, Carlos Batras, the referee tonight.
Don't think we've had any problems with that referee either.
Well, this is a top-flight international competition. The best referee in the region. Donizet was just offside as Naza played the ball.
Donizet can appeal to the referee's aid, but it was offside by a good 2 or 3 yards.
So Guilherme also appealing, and Guilherme trying to win the ball. Eddie Pope, under pressure, is able to avoid a turnover.
That's a foul. Lassiter nudges the defender in the back and gets the foul.
Vasco da Gama now. Naza, he spent too much time with him. And now the cover cap.
Dave, we're going to see, as we've just seen there now, we're going to see as the game progresses, more mistakes made because the players become tired, more tired as the game goes on. So we're going to expect some errors here.
Vasco da Gama continues to probe for that equalizing goal in the game. They put him back ahead in the competition. Philippi. Fabinho to turn. Now free kick.
It's a deliberate handball, so that warrants a yellow card.
Also will get the yellow card for the deliberate handball.
You just see it on the replay. There's the chip and there's the handball. Deliberate handball, that's why he gets the yellow card. If the ball had played his hand, the referee would have let play go on. When he plays the ball, that's a yellow card.
Philippi on the ball. Coming through for the hit on his head, but is unable to bring that one down as it skims on his head. All right, many in attendance tonight, including Miss Brazil USA, Alexandra Gelis. Alexandra Gelis with a big Miss Brazil USA smile. She's got a Miami Fusion shirt on, and she's probably rooting for Vasco da Gama, not DC United. It's Ben Olsen.
I thought you could see she's nice with Ben Olsen.
Now Ben Olsen getting the yellow card. Eddie Pope. DC United in the white jerseys, Vasco da Gama in the dark jerseys. Back kept that in. Somebody got to play. We're at Lockhart Stadium in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Exeter trying to control the ricochet. Naza trapping it down. Ahead to Guilherme. Guilherme getting a step to Yamosa. Who denies Guilherme?
That was a great play by Yamosa because he feigned the player to come inside. He didn't take it on. He put the ball further ahead, and Yamosa just screened him out of the play and got rid of that ball. Great defensive play.
Vitor driving a ball. It is denied.
Forster's had an outstanding game tonight, Dave, especially on defense.
He's seldom gets beaten, even when it appears he always finds a way to win the ball at the critical moment.
Because what we've just seen there now was a foul given against Richie Williams, and Richie's got to be careful because he's already had a yellow card, so you cannot afford to get another one because 2 yellow cards equal a red, and a red means you're out of the game.
Vitor. Guilherme trapping, but Eddie Pope winning. DC United struggling to clear right now. Donizet off Yamosa. Now Ben Olsen will have to clear it for DC United. A 33rd minute goal from Tony Santa. The difference in this game. What a ball by Olsen behind Moreno. Moreno now shut down by Wagner. Pressure by Gabon. But he gets support again from Ben Olsen. Wilson finds onto it, but it's cleared by Mauro Gabon.
That was a good play by Marino, but he's got to get back downfield because last week Marino are left in an offside position. They've got to get back and don't leave holes in the middle of the team.
Philippe. Donizet showing the ball. Philippe now is fouled. A free kick.
One more time. Yes, I think this might be a dangerous situation to DC.
Richie Williams getting a yellow card.
I thought that was his second.
I believe that was only his first. I think you're thinking of the Ben Olsen. Yeah, it was Ben Olsen.
Then we see the fouls mounting up. 12 and 23.
So Richie Williams had to get his first yellow card. The Ben Olsen yellow card. Yes, and that was who has the other yellow card.
So both of them have got to be careful now.
Marco Echeverri had a yellow card in the first half, and Luis Zal had one for Vasco da Gama. Luis Zal is no longer the coach of Vasco da Gama. He was substituted at halftime.
Referee coming to the referee's aid at the sideline, the fourth official.
Well, now see the Vasco bench believes Richie Williams has 2 cards. But I think they've confused Richie Williams with Ben Olsen as well, so it's...
And that's somewhat easily done. So they've got the 10 yards, the referee's blown the whistle.
Guilherme drives it, Garlic saves it.
It's a good save by Garlic because when that ball comes so fast, sometimes that ball rebounds off the goalkeeper and one of their players comes and sides it in the net and says thank you very much. But Scott Garlic has been very clean tonight. No problems with any of the saves that he's had to make.
Vegas having to play it back to Scott Garlic, and Garlic has to hurry because Donizet was coming in.
I don't think he realized how fast Donizet was coming in to try and block that ball, and he did block it.
And is now forced to throw in for DC United in their defensive third.
And Garlic having words with Jeff Vegas. You see it on the replay here. There's Jeff Vegas putting the ball to Garlic. Garlic's in trouble immediately there.
Moreno heading it forward, and now Ben Olsen using his speed. Olsen kicking around Ojivan. But Vitor has come over to help clean it up all the way from the other side. Now we're getting a handball, I believe, on Ben Olsen.
Well, that's a shame because it wasn't an intentional handball, and therefore the referee should have let it go.
Philippe for Vasco da Gama. 64 minutes in. Got Hartz.
See, as the game goes on, the players are getting more tired and the fouls mount up.
Philippe. Donizet looking for it, but Jeff Vegas heads it away. A throw in coming up from Vasco da Gama. Vitor will take the throw in. Philippe. Playing it wide for Flavinho. Flavinho. It's cleared by Pope.
I would say at this particular time, Dave, that DC United has just got the edge. And maybe because Vasco da Gama are tired after all the traveling they've done.
Again, coming back from Tokyo, Japan this week where they lost to Real Madrid 2-1. A very entertaining match in the World Club Championship for the Toyota Cup. Vasco da Gama has Mazza looking for Guilherme, but cleanly trapping it with Carlos Yamosa under pressure, and now it'll work to clear.
He's had an outstanding game, but there's a bad pass that's gone inside the field. And now Felipe has got it.
Felipe plays it wide to the left. Flavinho. The challenge by Richie Williams. And now DC United able to counter. And Vasco down quickly getting the numbers back. Williams. Wanted an obstruction on Ojiban. He will not get it.
Well, I'm on the side of the referee. It wasn't a foul. Lassiter's just picking himself up, but he's got to get back into the game.
Ben Olsen denying. Felipe on that left side, but a throw-in. Now for Vasco da Gama. This competition is tied at a goal apiece. 2 games over this competition. Aggregate goals decide the winner. The total number of goals.
See, in that ball that was played to Marino, there's some fatigue setting in. It's unquestionable. So it may be a mistake that's going to lead to the winning goal if one is scored within the 90 minutes.
And if not, again, if it stays the way it is right now, we would go to golden goal. 30 minutes extra time, but a golden goal. So the first goal would win it in the extra time. That was it. Cross made by Vitor. Now Wagner trying to control it for Vasco da Gama.
The wall of defenders at the top of the 18-yard line.
Felipe
on his right foot.
Felipe showing the move, but DC United resolute defense. Keith Pope helping to win the ball away, and now we're on the foul by Vasco da Gama and a free kick. We look at Felipe, the talented 21-year-old, part of the national team selection now, and they say the next Roberto Carlos could be seeing him here tonight.
I think they need both. Left midfield, left full back. That would be tremendous for Brazil in the next World Cup.
So the free kick coming for DC United. They're in the white jerseys. Vasco da Gama in the dark. Vasco trying to punctuate the end of their 100 years. 100 years. With another trophy. Eddie Pope to the box. Oh, coming through. Was Lassiter.
Then you've got to recognize this. Lassiter came all the way on that run. Just had to get a connection on it and could have gone in the goal. Good play. This play is not offside.
Donizet is the player to the box. Guilherme coming through. But Pope and Yamosa did a good job to shield Guilherme from getting to the ball.
That was a frightening ball there that went between the last defender and the goalkeeper. Let's see it. Watch this ball. Just need to be side-footed in. Watch it. Such a dangerous ball. Out of play. Goal kick.
Yamosa and Pope, the central defenders, did not allow him to get that ball.
Just when you see or recognize some players that's fatigued, they come on marvelously, but they keep going. It's estimated that a player loses 7 to 8 pounds in a game, somewhat like this. So that's hard work.
We're in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, Lockhart Stadium, the second leg of the Interamerican Cup. Dave Johnson, Gordon Bradley with you is Vasco da Gama. Trailed DC United in the match, 1-0, but overall in the competition, it's even at a goal apiece.
You see what we see now, and that free kick is given. Let me see the replay first. Let's just watch it. Trying to dribble, push off there by
Flavinho, the push off,
and Flavinho did it.
But Wagner actually gets called for the yellow. He's the one that came in with a challenge from behind after Flavinho pushed him off. Richie Williams putting into space. Dangerous ball, Ojiban. Lassiter. I don't think he's going to get away with that right in front of the referee's assistant. And now he's saying there's a dive. Well, and it looked like he pushed him, but that was from our vantage point. The referee assistant was right in front. You get Vasco da Gama in the black jerseys. DC United in the white strip tonight. As we approach the 70-minute mark of the match. Pope and Guilherme battling on that flag. A lot of intensity in this match. Pope kind of threw the ball at Guilherme, unhappy with, I guess, the way Guilherme was pulling at him, and probably vice versa.
What the referee's got to do, Dave, he's got to understand that these players are fatigued. He's got to take that into consideration when a tackle's made or there's a run made and somebody is brought down, and not to come out with the yellow card, but have some thought about the players. A lot of it is not intentionally, it's because they're fatigued.
Antonio Lopez probably should be fatigued. He is active the entire game, and he has, you see the unironed shirt, that's actually a superstition with him. It's not from all his action, he actually wears unironed shirts as a form of good luck. Marco Echeverri. Next time I have an unironed shirt, I'll use that as an excuse. It's just fun.
Well, he's sitting down now, and that's the first time I've seen him sit down since the first half.
You probably heard my comment about the shirt. John Hartz. Echeverri tried to get it through Wagner, but to no avail. And now Vasco da Gama. And the interesting dynamic about the two-legged match for goals, accurate goals. DC United in a good position right now, but Vasco can score one goal and actually win it all.
Just saw some of the brilliance there.
The torn. Under free Donizet, but Jeff Agus again denying.
No question.
Donizet. The flick for Naza. But also off of Carlos Samosa is there first. For Samosa. Don't want to give up a corner, so he clears it away. Don't want to fool around with that.
I think if you've got to get a player of the game, then certainly on the DC side, you've got to give Yamosa. He's been outstanding.
We see Mauricio warming up for Vasco da Gama. Mauricio warming up. Guilherme may try to get off the ball. Now Flavinho. Flavinho. Garlic will be there. Too much on that one, and Garlic, that was well within his range, right? In his home of the 6-yard box.
Now the next thing Garlic's got to do is chase his defenders out the halfway line, and they're doing that. He's got to be behind them all the time. Get out, get out, get out.
Richie Williams will put it to the left side. To the right. Olsen eludes a challenge by Flavinho, but Wagner wins the ball for Vasco da Gama from Echeverri. Mosa, what a strong tackle on Donizet. Strong but clean.
One of the few mistakes Echeverri's done this game, but he could be fatigued also. Both teams are tired. There's another pass picked up by John Hart.
They're actually ricocheted off the Mr. Batras, the referee. Moreno flicking it over his head to Echeverri. Ahead to last year, but the flag is up. Oh, a Showtime play, but the flag up. Let's see it. Moreno flicked it over his head to start it off.
Well, it was a good play. You see, they flicks it over his head, controlled and headed down to Lassiter, but he's in an offside position. He looked at the referee and said, I wasn't, but he was offside. And he's accepted that.
It was when the ball was headed, and you saw right at the moment of the head, Lassiter was just one step behind the defender. Even would have been on, but behind the defender. Taylor feet out. Wagner. Vasco da Gama. 2 trophies they've won this year, the Rio Championship and the Copa Libertadores, the South American Championship. Jeff Agus winning the ball from Donizet. Now to Moreno, but Oshivar will intervene.
You know, whatever the outcome of this game,
Flag is up. Oshivar played it to Naza.
whatever the outcome of the game, you've got to realize and agree that the MLS have got teams that can compete at a higher level. And we're seeing it tonight, Dave, and we saw it in the first game. The DC United can compete, without doubt, against this outstanding Vasco da Gama team.
And the word you emphasize, the team. They are very much a team, and after the orchestration of Bruce Arenas last year, right the ball to Ben Olsen. Olsen trying to drive it to Moreno, but that's off Flavinho. So a corner kick coming up for DC United.
And with the corner kick, we see Eddie Pope coming up, because we know that Eddie is outstanding on head balls. Marco Echeverri has said to Ben Olsen, leave the ball there, I'm going to play it. Probably an in-swinger. And we've got Pope getting into position. Just about on the penalty spot.
La madre, que no tienen personalidad ustedes, viejo. Tiene que estar allá, pues mandalo. No, vamos allá.
Front portion of your screen. Walking away now is Echeverri. Gets prepared to execute the corner. Tony Sana trying to run it down for DC United. Back heel, Oshivan slips. Sana to Moreno. Moreno trying to create space. The shot. But as he created space, Galvon was able to get in for the slide tackle.
But Lassiter made a good move there, because Echeverri put that ball too far away.
So Moreno with the chance. Galvon with the tackle. Now Ben Olsen on the short corner to Echeverri. Echeverri makes the back here. Gets it back on the left foot, across the goal mouth, but headed away by Wagner. Now, a chance by John Harks, why not? But Carlos Germano has it.
Well, the ball was dipping just nicely for John to take a volley kick at that, and he did that, but straight onto the goalkeeper.
Harks battling, Victor is able to win it. Mosa, the tackle, clean again against Donizet. Now ball played into space for Lassiter. Lassiter trying to get it to Moreno. And Gavon, Mauro Gavon has to clear it.
A little panic there in the defensive area, Gavon.
You can see it in his eyes.
Yes, telling his teammates, let's get organised here. We can see it on the replay. Lassiter puts it across, he looks up and says, I'm going to trust this ball, he does that. And he just kicks it clear, and he had all the time in the world, but his teammates have got to tell him that.
Echeverry.
In-swinger.
Lassiter the flip. It's in. And he poked the goal. Into the net. Into the net. Into the net. A goal. DC United.
And that's why Eddie Pope goes in for the corner kicks. The ball goes all the way to Lassiter, who left foots it back into the net, across the net, and there we see Eddie Pope do what he does regularly. That's a great play by Lassiter, and that's a great play by Eddie Pope to put DC United into a wonderful position. There's Eddie Pope, the player that's always dangerous, whether with his head or with his feet, on corner kicks.
DC United goal
Eddie Pope.
by number 23,
He scored
Eddie
a
Pope.
game-winning goal and then
Assist to number 15,
Now
Morris
DC United
Richards
leads
at the 77th
the Interamerican Cup by
minute
1 goal. If the score holds, DC United will have soccer bragging rights in the Western Hemisphere.
We've got 13 minutes to go in this game, so fasten your seat belts.
Vasco da Gama had the 1-goal edge after the first leg. But the script so far has gone certainly DC United's way, with the goal coming in the first half to equalize the competition. And now Vasco da Gama with a lot of pressure to at least get 1 goal to force extra time. And when the handball against Vasco to DC United, they will not get it.
There's the player that did it, Eddie Pope.
Now, the tour coming forward. Cross, Olsen. It's clear, and now you think the DC United fans had some of the Scott Garlick saves on opportunities by Donizet.
In that last attacking play, Dave, we had 7 white shirts, DC United players, against 3 Vasco da Gama players. So Vasco da Gama wanted to get something out of this game. They've got to push up and push forward.
Donizet trying to get goal. That took a bit of a ricochet. So a difficult ball for Garlick, but he made the save.
Garlick has commanded that area very responsibly tonight. Had a great game, must be pleased with himself.
Echeverry heading it forward for Lassiter. Oh, and this could be a tackle from behind. As Vitor came in from behind. Actually, Ojivan came in from behind on Lassiter. The ball going out of play. A substitution has been made. Mauricio has come in to the contest for Flavinho. No foul was given, and it's a corner kick for DC United.
I do think another change is evident.
Now that's what we're talking about. Now they're going to make the substitution we mentioned. Mauricio is coming in for Flavinho.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Flavinho going out. Echeverry. Brilliant. He made the
now coming in, number 17, Mauricio.
Mauricio in the game for Flavinho.
Well, it's got to be that the substitute change was made to get more attacking play into the Vasco da Gama team. No good putting on a defender now. They're losing.
DC United leads 2-1 in the overall competition. Moreno. Ball by Mauricio.
So the right side's open. you see Lassiter in the ring that worked so hard, but they still need to keep going. There's 10 minutes left in this game.
Vasco da Gama in his dark jerseys. The desperate quest for goals continues. Donizet somehow keeps it in. Donizet! I don't know how he kept it in.
That's what you, Dave. I thought Santa was going to take the ball away from him because of it appeared to be able to play, but it wasn't. It was sitting on the end line. But then he got his cross in.
They throw in for DC United, but from their defensive third, Antonio Lopez. The technical director, the coach, Vasco da Gama. The urgency, his stature, self-explanatory. Luizinho. Looking in for Moisinho. Hard control. Definitely controls it to avoid hitting at the corner. But a throw in for Vasco da Gama. Couture. Moisinho. Couture. Poking it across the box. But DC United will march forward. Motion controlling it. Is able to sweep it away. With a little over 7 minutes remaining. Bailiffy.
Bailiffy has been a little bit quiet this half, Dave.
Had more room to work in the first half. Was more involved.
Watching him, he's doing a lot of walking.
Now again, he was left fullback in the first meeting between these teams, playing left midfield this time around. We expected him to be more involved.
And when I see him now, he should be getting back. He's kind of just walking back. So whether he's looking for a counter or not, I don't know. But the work rate has to be there because we're down to about 8 minutes left in the game.
No question. You mentioned fatigue. Actually, both legs, Vasco with reasons for fatigue. They just finished their Brazilian season about 48 hours before they played DC United in Washington. Moisinho. As always, working hard, Ben Olsen to win the ball. Moisinho trying to win it back, but DC United will have the throw-in. There's the substitute, Moisinho.
Remember, so Moisinho have the ball there with 2 DC United defenders confronting him, so he didn't have much to win on that play. Now we see Police Arena looking like it's going to make a substitute. Anja seems to be warming it, but come on.
DC United another defensive presence. Mauro Galvão has to control that with Roy Lassiter on his back. I think Vasco da Gama fully expected there to come in here and even get out with at least a 0-0 draw. I think DC United once again, Major League Soccer team has surprised them. Richie Williams fouling. Bailiffy.
I do think after the first game, they realized that they've got a fight on their hands. Happy to be winning the first one, but now they're down and they need to get a goal on the scoreboard.
Bailiffy now trying to get involved. Tony Santa marking. And Bailiffy got a foul earlier. This time, one touch by Santa. He quickly appealed to Mr. Baptist, the referee, but quickly Mr. Baptist said, no, not that time. And Marco Echeverri and Mauro Galvão, 2 veterans of the game, exchanging words.
You don't need to see this.
No foul on the play. Just a throw-in for DC United.
Was a foul on Osvan.
Now Vasco da Gama.
Another free kick taken quickly.
Got to take advantage. Coming through Wagner. Donizet. Donizet still squeaking forward. But Garlic.
Garlic's in and said, hey, I'll get you out of trouble. That's my ball. Takes it again.
About 5 minutes left in the match. Ojiban, the header. Bailiffy working hard to win the ball for Vasco da Gama. Couture. Guys, you going?
Looks like they tried the right side, let's try the left side, or rather the opposite, let's try the right side. because they look a little bit more dangerous going down that right side.
Vitor. That also will be called a foul. And now you can see the urgency of Vasco da Gama. They want the players away. They want the quick free kicks. As they trail 2-0 to DC United. They need a goal to force extra time as Vasco da Gama.
He's looking to see what he can do with this ball.
And with every push and shove, as we saw Mauricinho appealing, Vasco is looking at Mr. Batres, Carlos Batres, the referee. Scott Garlick. He's kicking the ball away. Vasco now, the throw-in. Mauro Galvão. Forward to Guilherme. Mosa denies. Guilherme fighting to win it for Vasco. Naza. Pressured by Moreno. The clock continuing to tick toward an Interamerican Cup title for DC United. Vitor. The foul called, free kick Vasco da Gama.
It's a free kick, it's about 35 yards out.
The referee, as you see the clock ticking, it's not actually being kept on the field. Vasco da Gama quickly taking the free kick. Mauricinho on the ball. The left-footed cross, ricocheting outside the box. Richie Williams trying to get up the right flank. Williams and Felipe battling. We have elbows flying. A free kick is going to be awarded, but DC United wants to get a substitute in. Jeff Onger, a defensive presence, will finally come in for Roy Lassiter. The free kick taken. Jeff Onger is in the game. The Canadian international for DC United. And they're going to bring back the free kick because, of course, a substitution was made. So Onger's in the game. Naza. Vitor lets it go to Mauricinho. Cross made, Guilherme. At the 6, denied by Yamosa. Gordon Bradley's headed to the field. Post-match comments on what would be an historic victory for DC United in Major League Soccer. DC United with 2 Major League Soccer Cups, a U.S. Open Cup, and this season a CONCACAF Champions Cup, champions of their region in world soccer, and now trying to become champions of the Western Hemisphere. You look at Mario Gori, also won the we are coach the 89-minute mark of this match. But again, part of the drama of this competition,
Replacing number 15, Roy Lassiter.
Force extra time, just was one lone goal. Naza gets around Onger. Vitor. Mauro Galvão was making it on the left side. Onger now, trying to clear. Vasco. Putting the pressure on. Felipe. Ricochet, this could be a corner kick. Getting up for Vasco da Gama. It is a corner kick. The ricochet is under the defender. So Felipe with a corner. For Vasco da Gama. As they look to force extra time. Coming through the header and a save, and they have a whistle. Guilherme had the header. But a whistle was called and a free kick. The result. Felipe with the corner. Guilherme came through with the header. But he was called for a foul before the header. So had it gone in, it was not a foul. But Garlick still made the save. And Scott Garlick, having not started for DC United since the end of September, getting a start tonight, and he's rewarded his coach, Bruce Arena, with that decision. We are now over the 90-minute mark. Carlos Batres knows the time remaining. The fans, some eager to celebrate with DC United. Some Brazilian fans, some eager to celebrate against Vasco da Gama. Vitor. full board out. Oshiba, we said at halftime that DC United truly setting the standard in Major League Soccer. This will be just another reason for the entire country, and certainly more specifically the nation's capital, to be proud of this professional side. And what a fitting exclamation mark to Bruce Arena's career at DC United. Naza.
Yeah, kick it out, man!
And DC United refusing to bet. But Vasco still has time. Moreno fouling Luisinho. Vasco is desperately trying to force the extra time. Penalty. Taken away by Agus. Oshiban. We have an injured player. So they'll stop play. Mario Dori is getting set to check in. Santa was the first one to get up. Off the throw-in. Charlie handles the cross as Eddie Pope and Guilherme are into the box. Guilherme again going after the cross. And away from the ball, Scott Garley is trying to calm his defender down. Eddie Pope, because Guilherme was getting into his face, and DC United, champion of the Western Hemisphere. DC United, Interamerican Cup champions, winning 2-1 on aggregate. Gordon Bradley's with Bruce Arena. Gordon, what's the story?
I've got Bruce Arena with me. Bruce, give me your thoughts now, please.
Well, it's a great game. We beat an outstanding team. Give them a lot of credit. They've had a lot of travel over the last 3 weeks, but our guys did extremely well tonight against a very talented team. I'd like to give a lot of credit to Vasco, but DC United has set a great standard for soccer in our country.
I'd like to give a great deal of credit to you, Bruce, and to your team. Great win, Bruce. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Gordon.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Gordon. DC United, Interamerican Cup champions. 2-1 on aggregate. A spectacular night of emotion, punctuated by another DC United victory. Bruce Arena's final triumph with his club side. DC United, Interamerican Cup champions. For Gordon Bradley, I'm Dave Johnson. Thanks for watching the 1998 Interamerican Cup.